Lawson, you've got some freshmen tight ends in that room. Obviously, they went through spring practice, but what's your advice to them about what they're signing up for, what fall camp is about to be like?
Truthfully, like fall camp has this crazy hype behind it, but it's nothing somebody can't handle that's played football their whole life. And the biggest thing is not looking too far ahead, just focusing on the present and one rep, one drill, one meeting at a time. That's the biggest thing.
Lawson, what can you tell us about Ethan as he kind of continues to obviously get over the injury last year?
Ethan's one of the toughest dudes on this entire team, and honestly, one of the toughest kids I've seen come through Georgia. He's a tone setter, but he's a leader as well. I think our team feeds off of Ethan. I think he does a great job of bringing it every day.
Yeah, I know you've been a part of some good tight end rooms in your time here, but the group, the talent that y'all have, is this the deepest group that you've been a part of? Just what can y'all's skill sets do for the offense as well?
In terms of the best we've had, I mean, we haven't really done anything yet. We'll see when the season comes, but I think we have an opportunity to be really, really good. We do a great job of complementing each other. I think we all have different body types and different strengths and different weaknesses, and I think with the amount of us, there's so many different opportunities to fill in different roles, and I think that's the biggest thing that's going to come this fall is there's not one certain thing that we're limited on.
Hey Lawson, you've been around Drew for a while. Does he ever just say to you, hey man, my dad is driving me crazy right now? And what's that like in practice for him? And what's he like off the field talking about Mike?
Like honestly, I've never heard it come up one time. Truth be told, like if they didn't have the same last name, I'm not sure if you would even know.
Also, I was asking Chris about this on the defense. Is there a guy or two on offense that's kind of the hype man, that's just kind of always loud, bouncing around, keeping the energy juice going in practices after plays?
Yeah, he wears number 3 and his name is Nate Frazier. He's the loudest. He's just as loud in person as you see on social media.
Yeah, we asked KJ Soul, asked you too. You were part of the white jersey, white uniform reveal yesterday. What was your role in it? What was it like, and how excited are you to wear it?
Yeah, so it was me and KJ showing it to the team. I thought that was a dope little responsibility we had, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a different uniform we're wearing. But like, it's cool, especially being able to do it in Sanford Stadium. I think it'll bring some extra juice from the guys running out of the tunnel, and I think the fans will love it. And I think that's what it's really about, especially with Glory Glory. I think it's all about the fans.
Yeah, Lawson, I know you guys haven't done a lot in fall practices, but just kind of reflecting back on what Kirby said about you coming in as a guy that wanted to fight everybody in bowl practices. You got any freshmen like that have come in and just, kind of lit that fire that you're looking at, maybe reminds you a little of yourself when you were out on campus?
Yeah, honestly, like, I thought Craig Dangerous, when he first showed up, did a great job. Like, there was a day in winter workouts when I was just dealing with, like, a nagging little injury, and I was just trying to get through the workout. I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't how I usually was. And he came up to me and he was like, dude, you can't be a leader sometimes. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, all right, let's go. And I love that.
Earlier, Coach Smart was talking about the offense being more explosive and how the tight ends can kind of fit in that. What do you sort of see the role of you guys with the ultimate goal of the offense being more explosive, how the tight ends can help that?
Yeah, well, explosive plays, especially to a tight end, come from a great run game. A lot of it comes on pass play action stuff, and that's where you got to see it. That's where the big plays come from, in my opinion. And then just playing clean football. You can't miss your shots when you call them.
Yeah, you have so many tight ends who can do different things. What is something that you believe is your best attribute that you bring, not just to this tight end room, but to this team?
I think I'm a good leader, but when it comes to on the field, I think I am extremely versatile. I don't think there's one particular trait that I'm lacking in, especially coming into this season. I'm a lot heavier than I was last year, and I think that was one thing that was lacking. So now I might not be the best at everything, but I can do everything at a very high level.
I guess you're one of those guys that has the ability to come back if you chose to for a 5th year next year with the new rule. What did you think when you heard that rule and that option?
I honestly don't know a whole ton about it, in all honesty, and I'm not really thinking about a 5th year at all right now.
Lawson,
two questions right here. Coming back, NFL potential down the line, what's couple things you think you need to work on to make yourself better as a single player? And I saw a picture floating around this morning, Mike Robo with mustache. Tell me y'all have
Hey, we were joking about with the O-line. We couldn't quite pinpoint who we thought he looked like, but we're with it. I like it. All the QBs dyed their mustaches. Like, let's roll. My mom even called me the other day. She was like, I'm letting Canda's mustache grow out for camp. Just support you guys. She sent me a picture today. He's got a better one than me. So like that stuff with camp is always fun. It's like all the guys just buy in together. What was the first question again?
Mike the mustache without y'all.
Yeah.
What are you doing to make yourself a better player, like down the line? You got the senior season here, but what's a couple of things, like personal goals? I want to make myself better this year by doing this.
Yeah. It's a small thing, but honestly, my weight. Like I want to be able to play the whole year around 245, which I've never done before. And I think I play better ball when I'm heavier.
Lawson, obviously Oscar got drafted in the 3rd round. He didn't catch 65 passes, last year. He still got drafted really high. When you think about what that means for you and, these other tight ends, you guys share a lot of snaps. How validating is that to know that, the NFL still respects what you guys do, even though you're not getting all the big stats?
Well, yeah, I mean, that just shows that everything people say about Georgia is true. Like, the dude played for 4 years at a program like this. It shows that he's tough. It shows that he's going to go to an NFL team, the Saints, and be able to fit in right away. And obviously, Oscar might not have the stats, but if you watch his tape, the dude's been moving people in the SEC for 3 years now. That's solidified. There's no stat, no number that can show that, but it's easy to see on the tape. And a lot of people who aren't willing to dive in will skip past that.
KJ was just talking about how he feels like he's meant for some of the big environment games. Knowing what you know about him, why do you think that is?
KJ's one of the most prepared kids on the team. Like, he knows everything about our defense. He knows everything about our offense. Honestly, like, he flies around and he does such a good job of preparing that he's able to just play off instincts. And he gives himself the freedom to play at a really high speed.
When you look at Gunner going into his 2nd year as the quarterback, what's the biggest difference you see compared to last year?
Just him being comfortable being vocal around us, honestly. That was one thing he wasn't great at last year, but you can't say that about him now, in my opinion.
Just to follow up, you mentioned that he knows a lot about the offense. Is there a specific moment that he's shown that to you?
It's every single play. He's there before I get there, or anyone. Like, the kid's so smart. I haven't really seen that before, honestly.
You said the tight ends haven't done anything yet. Is that something that Coach Hartley reminds you guys about a lot, given there's a lot of hype for the room?
For sure.
Can you kind of, how does he do that?
He just tells us that. He showed us a lot of clips yesterday, and the big mantra is like, every year is independent of last year. Like, we started over yesterday. Our first practice is today. Like, this 2026 Georgia Bulldogs has done nothing yet. We've won the last 2 SEC championships. This team's won nothing. You start from scratch every year.
Yeah, your brother Cannon's story is obviously well known. How has he helped motivate you or helped you grow as a player here at the University of Georgia?
The biggest thing that me and Carter talk about, my middle brother, is just like, as hard as something gets here, I've never dealt with anything as hard as Cannon deals with on a daily basis. And that just gives you an extra reason to push. It gives you a reason to dig deep. And obviously none of the stuff we do is easy, but it really helps put things in perspective.
Good time for one more question.
Obviously, you just mentioned your brother Carter. What are you looking forward to about getting a chance to practice with him and have a chance to go against him, I guess, a couple times? Have you guys done that yet? And who's going to win that battle?
I think he knows he'll win that battle. But I'm excited to see him have success here. Carter's a kid that once he gets rolling and once he gets his confidence, there's not a lot of people that can stop Carter because he's so athletic for his size. And he's really, really smart. So I think he's going to be able to someday be able to help this team out, especially in pass rush situations. I think he's a really skilled pass rusher. And I'm just excited to see him have fun here. I can't wait to see Cart make plays in Sanford Stadium one day.
Thank you, Lawson.
Thanks, Lawson.
Don't tease me.